What's good, everyone? This is Stylez-T right here. I'm just making this Stylez-T biography, just trying to tell you guys who I am and what I do, and where I am and where I came from, and how long I've been on a YouTube for. I'm sorry I didn't put everything on this picture. I wasn't really able to do everything at once, so forgive me. So bear with me, because I'm going to tell you a little history about me. So anyway, well, the reason why I call myself Stylez-T from the beginning is because I like to be very, into like different type of styles and music. Not because I want to, be like every other, producer in the world, because I like to influence on music, because I like every different categories, like East Coast, West Coast, down South, Midwest. I do mostly just everything from there and range it into my style. But at the same time, I'm influenced by like heavy producers like A-Rap Music, Alchemist, Neptunes, Just Blaze, DJ Premier, the Neptunes, of course, Timbaland. There's a lot. I mean, I can't tell you everything. I mean, all I know is those are the big ones I've been looking out ever since. But enough of that. How long I've been doing this? Well, first off, I started on YouTube back in November of 2010. That was like about almost 2 years ago. So back then, I had no experience. I learned everything on my own, hands down. Like, basically, learning this thing was like a big process. Ever since I moved out here in Cali, it's been really nothing but a struggle, because learning making music on your own was an easy task. So I was actually, telling myself that I really wanted to, put myself out there on YouTube, because I see people like back then, no offense, I know I can't mention you, but people like Aces Galvin, I see people like everybody back then, like him, McKnight, and there's a lot of people, that have really been out there for the longest time out there in the community, that kind of got me inspired for making myself as a producer and trying to do stuff that I like to do, like doing remixes and stuff. So, well, technically, I actually, was learning how to do the stuff, and still no one really noticed my stuff back then until I actually found this mentor. Well, he was a mentor and a friend of mine and like a brother. So his name is DJ Killer C. Well, he was the guy that actually, kind of noticed my style, and I actually, pretty much let him know that I was interested in like doing some remixes, like video games and stuff. But I just found out, he found a style in me, and he says that I got potential. But back then, I didn't really know how to do my stuff really well. Like, my timing was off, my beats patterns wasn't even compatible. It's like very off, tempo, everything. It was just embarrassing. So I told myself this forth, if I should just keep on working and collabing with people, then that's just pretty much the goal, just kind of learn from what you know and learn what you can do, and just trying to take it as that way and try to put your own style to it. So for anybody who doesn't know how I learned my style originally, well, because DJ Killer C was the guy that actually, noticed me, so I actually learned from him, so I consider him as one of my mentors. So I would say just big shout out to him, even though I haven't talked to him in a while. So that's pretty much where I learned one of my styles from him, but just a little secret, because I don't want to tell, a lot of people, but that's just the truth of how I actually got my music started, thanks to DJ Killer C, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to get into this community, like involve into my music, which I am right now. But also, another thing is, another person I really looked up to as well was Magic Music. I actually learned, from influences from, learning his creativity and making music from scratch. So I would learn a little bit from him, but at the same time, I really feel like I learned so much from him, because I got a little bit more, constructive criticism on balancing my music and trying to find out what I need to do to improve myself. So, I mean, like I said, I pretty much feel like, I learned something a lot from, the past, from where I hear from him and what I hear from others. So he was one of the other people that I actually looked up to back then, as well as another few people. I would say like El Relo sometimes. I mean, I listened to him a lot because, I was a big fan of his work, and I actually like some of his works as of today. So I definitely want to shout him out for, helping me out, with the whole, constructive criticism back then. So, I mean, basically him, Sweater Type, I would say everybody else in the community, like Cyclops, Rozzy K, I was influenced by them a little bit, but at the same time, I just wanted to show, my own creativity to others, to show that I'm different and not trying to be any everybody else, because I want my style to be what it is, which is Stylez-T style, where I actually compose my music with the melodies. So, and what I do is pretty much I produce remixes like video games, animes, etc. Create music from scratch. I do a little bit of everything. So I actually, kind of think that I really got myself into a position where I really want to focus on just, just kind of helping others out that are really, needed in the community, like a lot of upcoming producers. Well, people in my group, and then there's some people that are actually, wanting to learn. I mean, I actually feel like a lot has been changed ever since I've been taking a break from music for like almost about a week or two. So now things is just, it is what it is. So I'm just moving forward from it. And now I'm just starting a better, situation where I want to be able to still work on my craft, just kind of perfect myself, make myself a little bit more, more and more, very effortless in my work. So, which is now what I wanted to mention about, since I got some of my tracks copyrighted, I'm actually focusing on working on my album, which is called Reality Life. That's something I've been putting some serious thought into it, because I think Reality Life is pretty much what explains of what I want to, feel, and how I feel about what's been going on in my life, as well as just things in general, and just how things is in the music industry. That one's still in the works. I'm pushing it to be around September. So I also got tracks I've been doing for a while. So I'm also having my Bandcamp as well. So if you guys didn't notice that, I have a Bandcamp account called Stylez-T.Bandcamp.com. Basically, I just been, having that stuff for almost a year now. So I've been doing a little bit of everything, from just having mixtapes. I've been having some albums, and now I've been doing a little bit of trying to gather a lot of people up, and just not only music, but just trying to get people into different type of talent. If they're into Photoshop, or people that's into martial arts, I network with people like this. So this is what I do on my spare time. I talk to people that are really close to me, helping me out on just getting their selves out there and myself out there, besides the music thing, because the music thing is good, but at the same time I like to do other things in life. I just like to have fun, and just enjoy things, and just trying to go out, shop, travel, stuff like that. But other than that, I don't know if I really want to have anything else to say about this. Pretty much you guys know who I am so far. This is Stylez-T. I just want to let you know, this is what I've been, wanted to been telling a long time about what I do, and what I have, and what I've been learning, and what I've been doing. I want to keep this very short as possible, because I don't want to go on about it. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to wrap up the tape right now. So if you guys want to, any questions, you can always, feel free to leave a comment, question. Ask me any question you want to know about me or what I do, below the description. Everything will be, answered to wherever I can as possible. I won't be able to tell you everything, since this is going to be a very short video, because I want to keep this short. But I want to thank you and everyone who's been very supportive, and been very, 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 very helpful in, helping my, music grow. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here, and I'm very blessed to have a lot of people that's been really inspired by my work. But anyways, this is Stylez-T. I'm signing off, you guys. So other than that, God bless and salute.